Hey, yo, everyone. You tuned in, listening, or whatever you're doing to Moment Gaming. I'm Eric.
And I'm Ben.
Hey, big week. Week before the PS4 launch. A bunch of news that we're going to have for everyone today. More inclined...
Specifically
PlayStation. Yeah.
Yep.
PlayStation, PS4. There's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about. Not a lot when it comes to Microsoft and their Xbox One, because there really hasn't been a lot. I think they're just kind of waiting on till the PS4 comes out. Then they're going to come up with all their commercials and basically everything. So not a whole lot on them. A little bit about Nintendo, and I think just stuff as we go, whatever. If you're planning on getting a PS4 or kind of had some concerns, or I don't know, you kind of want a little bit more info, we'll tell you a little bit about it, or as much as we know. Let's start. Let's start with what I got on the list was, this is probably going to be a big deal to a lot of people. Especially if you really if you have a bunch of media on your PC,
Right.
pirates.
No,
that's not true. But for people that have a bunch of stuff on their PC and they usually tend to wirelessly send it to their PS3 using the PS3 server, or media server.
Using it as a media server.
Exactly.
From a computer to your...
You know what we're talking about. Whoever uses it, you know what we're talking about. That feature is not going to be available on the PS4. Honestly, I'm a little pissed about that, because that's something that I tend to use all the time, I don't know. What do you think about this?
I've set it up. First time I got my PS3, I got it late, and I set up I set it up, and it worked great and everything. And I don't know. It all depends on the person, because it seems like now with the growing number of with Netflix and Hulu and Crunchyroll, all these other services, even DirecTV. I don't know. Well, I don't think PlayStation's gonna have DirecTV, but all these different services you can use on the PS3, specifically Netflix and Hulu. It seems like that is becoming more, not necessarily obsolete, but just kind
of feels like they're trying to just have everyone go and use all the PS4 integrated services.
It wasn't that difficult. It's not difficult to set up on the computer, but still you have to kind of know what you're doing. Opposed to Netflix, you just download the app and pay for the service. And plus, and like you said, this could be one of those pirate measurements, because the only real way you can use these services or the videos and use the media from your computer is specifically movies. And those movies, you can't, the only way you can watch these movies is by ripping them into your computer, or some kind of,
or whatever they have to do.
You have to do
it's I think a lot of people used it not just for the videos, but a lot for music and for pictures, stuff like that, so they don't have to have some other piece of hardware. Which was pretty cool that, in the first place they allowed that, and they had the, I don't think the PS3 media server was something Sony thought about. That's something external, but it was a great idea, and a lot of people love that feature. I'm definitely going to be missing it, and you never know. With all the updates that Sony tends to bring out with all their firmware stuff, they might bring it back if a lot of people tend to want that.
What is it?
Want that feature.
Linux?
Yeah. You never know.
That thing, they killed it. Oh, man.
I'm sure they'll have a bunch of people telling them, "Hey, maybe bring that feature back."
But the music one, I think music. This still comes with a question: are we gonna be able? I don't know if you know the answer, but are we gonna be able to listen to the music while playing games? Our own music while playing the game.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that, but that would be cool, because you couldn't do that on every game on the PS3. I think there was only a couple games you could do that with, but just something that I know a lot of people are going to be missing.
Yeah.
And then kind of going into kind of like the digital services and stuff like that were available on the PS3 and what's going to be going over to the PS4, kind of linking those together.
What apps are we going to get?
As far as what I see, I was reading some articles on it. We're going to get Amazon. That's going to be on there. Crackle is going to be there. Crunchyroll for all your anime fans. Epix, Hulu Plus. That's a huge deal for me. I'm happy that that's going to be at launch. NBA Game Time. That's cool. Go Jazz. Netflix is going to be there. Yeah, definitely. One that I was happy to see there was Redbox Instant by Verizon. So that's going to be there. NFL, Game Center, Vudu.
NHL, too. Don't miss that one.
NHL. And then I don't really use it, but Yup TV, if I said that right. Or Yup TV.
Sounds like Yup.
Anyone that's a fanboy of that, don't feel bad I didn't say that right. But it's nice to see all these services just kind of being there at launch, and you don't have to wait for a firmware update. Because obviously, I mean, we knew with the PS3 how we just started getting more like digital services as time went on, and it's nice to see all these just kind of be there at launch. So not a whole lot to say there. It's just nice to see all that. Another thing about PlayStation that we were reading about. So I don't really know too much about it, but they're gonna be doing what is it? So you can play your games through Gaikai, which is kind of like that's the streaming service. So you can kind of play like your was it the PS2 games and the PS1 games?
Right.
Is that what it was?
For the PS4.
Yeah, exactly. So you can still play your older games on the PS4.
So, I mean, it's definitely confirmed that you're going to be able to play your old games. What we're not sure is what are we going to have to do? Because we know how the Wii U had the fee. Like, all the games that you bought from Wii, if you want to play them on the Wii U, you have to pay a specific fee. But, I mean, are we going to have to pay these fees? Playing the older games, like, download and
like how that's I mean, it's gonna be streaming, so I don't really know if there's gonna be pricing for that or not, or how that's gonna work. If they're just gonna kind of know that you have the game. I mean, I'm sure they know that you do, but right. Exactly. I'm not sure if there's actually gonna be a service charge for it, but I guess as time goes by. Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah, not too much. I mean, there's info on it, but they don't really show us for anything as far as pricing goes.
But they're just saying that it's out there. I mean, that they're working on it.
It's out there, exactly, and it's nice to know that you're not gonna lose all your games and stuff like that. So, that's pretty cool.
Or at least you'll be able to play those games on the PS4 without having to hook up your PS3 or your PlayStation. If you still
I guess you don't need your actual disc or anything like that. Now a big reveal or trailer that came up during the past week was the Grand Theft Auto 6 reveal trailer. Grand Theft Auto 6. Sorry. Gran Turismo. I got Grand Theft Auto on my mind. I've been playing that way too much. Yeah, but that's really cool that they're doing that. I didn't think it was going to be this early. It took me by surprise that, there's a Gran Turismo 6 trailer.
Right. Well, I mean, it's coming out December?
I'm not really sure.
I'm serious. I think I saw December.
Is it really December? I highly doubt that it's December.
I'm still kind of surprised that they're actually announced the Gran Turismo 6 for PS3, so... Yeah. And I keep on saying I'm going to go pick up number 5, but I guess it's been too late now. I'm going to have to go pick up number 6.
Yeah.
I completely missed 5. Completely missed it.
It was a great game. I'm happy to see that they're bringing out the trailer, and it took us all by surprise. Nice that they're putting it on the PS4.
PS4?
No, sorry, PS3. It's nice that they're doing that, and it's showing a little bit more.
Yeah,
more of what that's going to be looking like. I mean, if you want to check out a little bit more of the trailer, I haven't really seen too much about it.
I saw the trailer. They're bringing back, some, of course, new tracks and some old tracks and a bunch of vehicles. I mean, I don't have the exact numbers, but it's looking like it's bigger, better, and I'm hoping online and all that stuff is gonna improve. And not only that, I mean, there's little things, but this should be a step up. I mean, it's always a step up, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, Polyphony always makes really great titles, with their Grand Theft, man, I've just got Grand Theft on my mind, with the Gran Turismo series. I'm excited to see, if most of the cars are going to have, like, as much detail as like your high end.
It looks really good. I don't know. It looks really good.
Looks really good. I've played a couple of the games. I'm not the biggest fan of Gran Turismo, but I'm glad to see that they're actually making it look a lot better than what 5 was, and obviously there's going to be more detail. But I know with 5 there was some cars that maybe didn't look as great as like your high-end cars, so not every car looked the same as far as detail goes and quality. So I'm hoping to see that they have a lot more detail and more throughout the whole selection. So we'll see how that works out. Again, I mean, it's a big week when it comes to PlayStation. We haven't seen almost anything on Xbox, and the only stuff that we've actually, or if I actually seen.
Well, it wasn't specifically from Microsoft too. So this is from the developers, right?
Yeah, this is
publishers and developers.
Yeah, publishers, developers, just like online forums and stuff like that. Usually, what I'm seeing right now is just a lot of bashing on the system, and I don't know if it's just because they haven't really come out and kind of given out details on it, or more details on it. So people are just trying to find out reasons of why not to get it, and maybe just go with the PS4 and not have to worry about waiting for, to November 22nd.
It could be Sony bashing on them too. They're like, look, hey, check this out. Look what I just found out.
Look what I just found. I just found this article. We're gonna put that on Twitter. No, but the only things that I seen that really stood out, the Call of Duty Ghosts, the lower resolution, whole thing, little. I don't know if it's so little. I guess it depends if you're really into eye candy. Right. When it comes to the graphics and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, we got Xbox One. Call of Duty Ghost running on 720 upscale to 1080, right?
Right.
Running at 60, of course, but still at 720. And of course, we got PS4 running at 1080 natively at 60. So, I don't know.
Kind of shows you which one you want to go for. I mean, I've seen I've seen comparison videos, and there's definitely a difference. Well, it's not so much the Xbox One comparison video, but like the current gen compared to the next gen. The PS4, there's definitely a huge difference. But I've read people's articles and stuff that the people that have actually had the chance to play the Xbox One version and the PS4 version, they say there's definitely a difference between both of them when you're playing it, Right. Maybe not like when you're looking. Sometimes when YouTube and the whole compressing and stuff like that,
right.
You can't see too
much.
Yeah,
YouTube compression kind of sucks.
Yeah, so
it really,
I guess,
waters it down a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess a lot of the time the Call of Duty series hasn't been really known for the graphics, so it's always been the gameplay, the multiplayer. They're not ever gonna catch up to DICE. Or at least right now, for what they're doing with the Battlefield series.
Using. I mean, whatever they're using right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're more focused on this whole 60 frames per second.
Yeah. And they've stated that. It's like, we want it to run smooth. And I mean, for me, the 720, it's an issue just because, okay, you get a current next gen, right? This is a next gen system. I mean, you're paying some good money, and you want, I mean, technically, as of right now, you're getting new systems because of greater advances in technology, right? I mean, you're not, and with that, it's like buying, let's say, a GTX. What's the most current one? 680, 7, whatever we're already in. They're bringing one every single year, every year. But getting one of those graphics cards, and then knowing that, oh, you're gonna get this game, but you can't run the full potential of the graphics card using this game. That's what it feels like for me, because it's like, okay, you got this, they're like, oh, look, it's got a, better processor and a shitload of RAM and all this other stuff, but we still haven't figured out how to use it, so we're just gonna run it at 720 just because we were able to run it at that, and that's, I mean, it's not a big, even though the game's, I mean, I'm not saying the game's not gonna be great if it's not, anything lower than 1080, but it's just, it seems like either they're rushing it, either they're not really paying attention to it, or either they just, you know what I mean? They're like, this just, and we'll just tell people that it looks the same. But I don't know about you. I can tell a difference from 720 and 1080.
You definitely can. And I think a lot of people shouldn't really have to worry. One game isn't going to change, if they're the same game, I don't think it would kind of say like, hey, I want to go with this system or the other system.
Right.
Because it's really early.
Game, right?
Yeah, using the same game. I think it's too early to decide which one's going to be the best one, because it's kind of like at the end of every console cycle, that's when they really unlock the full potential of whatever console. So maybe the Xbox One right now, it's been getting a lot of bashing because they're saying it might not be as fast as the PS4 and all this.
PS4's coming out.
Yeah, and it's coming out sooner, and tech specs and stuff like that. But it really comes down a lot of the time to the developer and how they make the game, and they're kind of like their skills, at making a video game, because. The PS3, the last generation, was supposed to be the one that had, the lesser graphics and stuff like that. But then you see stuff like, I don't know, when I don't know, Battlefield 4 came out. Personally, I thought it looked a little bit. Battlefield 3. There wasn't so much of a difference, and there was other games like, I don't know, The Last of Us. That's a bit, one of the PS3's best games of I would say of all time. So it really comes down to the developer and how good they are at making video games.
Well, what that's the thing right now. At this point, it's kind of funny. I'm like, okay, so PS4 is coming out, Xbox One's coming out. But all these other, great games that are coming out for PS4 and Xbox One are also coming in for PS3. And I don't know what that kind of tells you. You know what I mean? Like, is this really, like, the full potential of the... I mean, well, we know it's not the full potential of what the system can do. But well, to me, it just doesn't seem like a reason to jump into these new systems without having... if you can already play them in your other systems. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but it just seems...
So I guess what I'm getting from it, are you trying to say just play them on the current systems? Or are you saying jump?
I don't know. I guess I'm still at the, like you're saying, what's the selling point? What's going to be the better system? But it seems like it's a little more, at this point, a little more than, the power of the system and the graphics. But the services that it's going to include, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what's going to...
It's kind of like a video game. You want that replayability, right? You want to have a reason why...
Because these publishers can push these games and make them look good. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, they got this nice game. Let's say, Battlefield looks really nice. It looks nice on PC. But it also looks nice on PS3. And it looks nice on PS4 and Xbox 360 and Xbox One. And it's the same game... pushed at different levels because of certain they have certain limitations on each system, but it's the same exact game. So you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying here? It seems like
it comes down to I think right now
exclusives.
It's a huge deal. I mean, exclusives will sell a console. We know that. I mean, I'm definitely gonna go for the PS4 at first. and wait on the Xbox just because there's a lot more games that I'd rather play on the PS4 than on the Xbox. I mean,
they're specifically the way it is. Exclusives, right? It seems like it though at this point.
Yeah. I mean, and to me right now, it kind of seems like, there's all these games that are being brought out for the PS3, and then they're going to go to that PS4, but then they're already on the PC. Personally, I have a PC. I'd just play them on the PC and not really have to worry about playing them on the Xbox or the PS4.
Because your PC runs them even better than the
mainly your PC will run them, power level of the PS4 and beyond. We all know that. So I guess it really comes down to where the games are and what console what people are gonna kind of decide between it. And a lot of the times, maybe people that are not the really big gamers, they're gonna look at the services, and I think both of them are gonna have really nice services. Yeah, Xbox I think they're focusing more on that. I mean, we've talked about this before, where it's gonna kind of appeal maybe to like a more mature audience, that maybe doesn't really care too much about the video games, but wants to have something else with it. And then the PS4 kind of seems like they're focusing more on the video games right now. But like we said earlier, I mean, they have 11 apps for your digital services already being there at launch. Available. So they're not falling back at all. Maybe they don't have the whole TV system or anything, but that's completely separate. That huge discussion on that, we could go on forever. So that's just a couple things that we've heard about the the Xbox. Kind of just seems like they're kind of bashing on it right now, but I'm sure during the next couple of weeks we're going to get a lot more information on it, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of cool stuff, and everyone's going to be excited. So right now, just excited to see this PS4. So really waiting on that right now. Now the last bit of news is going to be from Nintendo. I mean, we're going to be talking about the Wii Mini.
I'm excited about the Wii Mini.
You're excited. I'm not excited about the Wii Mini.
You already have a Wii.
I already have a Wii. I don't play my Wii. I don't even know where the power cables for my Wii are. Anyways, you tell us about this.
Okay, so Wii Mini, last I've heard, came to Japan a while ago, which has kind of frightened because there's some things I want that are out in Japan that I want to come here in the U.S. And anyways, so we're getting this new system. I don't even know how much it's going to be. Well, whatever Wii is, it's going to be cheaper than Wii because you won't even have you won't have the online features on it, so you won't be able to download or play online gaming. And I think and of course you can't play your GameCube games. So I think that's pretty much the difference. You can't, it's smaller. Can't play GameCube games. It
kind of seems like it's just more online. To a younger. Well, I mean, it's always been to a younger audience, but now it's really like, hey, here's a video game system.
Yeah, so if you got like a 5-6-year-old and he wants a system,
you don't want to pay $500 for a new one, $400, $500.
For even the Xbox, what, $250, $300, depending on which model.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have when I had my Wii and I played it, or I still have my Wii, it was a great system. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just right now, rather than them focusing on the future, it kind of seems like, okay, well, we're just trying to make some more extra cash here, which is fine. You got to do what you got to do, but. Yeah.
Make it through the physical year.
Yeah, you gotta get those numbers. So, again, don't get me wrong. I'm a big Nintendo fan, but
I'm thinking about because I really wanted a Mini and I never got one. And there's games I specifically want to play, and of course, I really don't care about the online features. I really don't care. I really don't care about the older games. I mean, I do, but at the same time, if this is it's going to be a cheap system. I don't know. Might as well pick one up and add some games to your collection.
Pick one up, try it out, add it to the collection in about a year.
Or if you have some kid and he wants a system, then pick this up and, You know, it comes with a game.
It comes with Mario Kart.
It comes with Mario Kart, so and that's a fun game. So at least it comes with a game, and it's. Can you look up the? Come on, we gotta at least say how much it's gonna cost.
It's gonna be $99.99.
Oh, it is. Okay, so that's really good actually.
It's gonna be $99.99.
Game, the system, you're all set to go. So if you got like 6 kids, you're gonna have to buy a bunch of nunchucks and.
Yeah, nunchucks. By the time you get everything, you're gonna be up to like 200 or something like that.
Yeah,
but
that's just,
you know, it's just funny because when we're talking, Sony's going backwards on their DLNA, which is such a small thing. Nintendo's going back and hey, here's a system that's how many years old? But here, new news. But you know, it the Wii, great system. Go purchase it if you really want to buy one. So
if you didn't get one,
missed out on it, here's your chance.
Get your Mario Galaxies and get your Smash Brothers, get your Nintendo games, and you'll be good. You're not too late. You
won't regret that decision because they were great games and it's a great system. Mm-hmm. That's
exclusives.
Exclusives.
We go
there
back.
You go.
Those are all exclusives, man. That's why you get a Nintendo exclusives.
There you go.
Get Monster Hunter.
Get like how many Marios are there now? Let's get all those.
Mario accounting, Mario swimming, Mario tennis,
Mario
fighting,
something,
Mario math accounting. No, I already said that.
I don't even know what the next one's gonna be.
It's gonna be like Mario shopping and
Mario shopping, Mario cooking,
there should be a
Mario cleaning, Mario
shooting range. That would be pretty.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They should make that one Mario shooting range.
Yeah, I don't think he can even have guns though. Well, I guess he would probably be using the fireballs.
Oh no, yeah,
there you go, fireballs.
So it'd be like Mario martial arts or no, Mario.
Hey, Mario martial arts. There you go, Nintendo.
Arts. Okay. No. What's the other one? Mario. Yeah, he's got guns. What about the water gun? Mario Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine.
Okay, we need another Mario Sunshine.
Kind of like
that's what they got to bring.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Mario Sunshine 2. You need to make that, Nintendo. That will sell your systems.
Yeah.
If you bring that one out, I assure you that will sell your systems. And another Zelda. I know. Just putting it out there. We need a really good Zelda game.
We need a Sunshine.
Yeah.
Of course we need so yeah, there's
anyways,
that's
pretty much the news for the past week or so. We've kind of been away for a little while, but we've been updating MOMENTGaming.com, so definitely go on there, check out the videos. Mm-hmm. Make sure to comment on there because we're definitely looking for that feedback. We want to know how terrible we are.
Yeah, at least bash on us or something.
Yeah, bash. Who cares? I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. Well, let's post another video.
Eric's gonna delete it. And then he's gonna get mad.
Yeah. No, but definitely go on there. Give us some feedback. We want to know what you guys think. And again, that's gonna be at www.momentgaming.com.
And hopefully in the future, so we're working on the YouTube and. So I think the plan is we're gonna have some actually videos from us on YouTube. So
yeah, exactly. We're still gonna be doing the whole audio, just audio, but we're also gonna be posting it on our YouTube channel, which is I think we just put it as Moment Gaming as well.
Yeah. So it's YouTube.
It's not all the way updated, so if you go to it, it might look a little sketchy right now. But
you're like, is this them?
You're going to be able to just watch it through YouTube, and then we're also going to be doing the audio, and then maybe in the future we're thinking about doing some live streaming. So definitely go check that out. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this podcast. We'll see. We'll talk about new stuff next week. Everyone have a great PS4 launch week.
Yeah.
There you go. See ya.